In a showdown that could very well etch its name among the most iconic first-round playoff series in NBA history, the Los Angeles Clippers and the Denver Nuggets have delivered a level of basketball drama befitting a conference finals clash. And at the heart of it all stands Kawhi Leonard, a player whose greatness, when fully realized, transforms not just a team, but the entire trajectory of the postseason. Leonard's 39-point masterpiece on an astonishing 15 of 19 shooting wasn't just efficient, it was surgical. It was vintage Kawhi, the version that reminds the basketball world why his name belongs in conversations with the all-time postseason elites. When Leonard is healthy, he's not just one of the top 5 players in the league, he's a force of nature. This performance was a compelling reminder of the player who once led the Toronto Raptors to a historic championship and was instrumental in the San Antonio Spurs' dominance. Two-time Finals MVP, elite two-way presence, and one of the most ice-cold closers in modern memory. This is a Kawhi Leonard the Clippers have been waiting for, the one who changes the entire ceiling of the franchise. But herein lies the paradox. While Leonard's brilliance is undeniable, his durability remains an open-ended question. Believing he can remain on the court for the duration of this grueling postseason demands optimism rooted more in hope than evidence. And yet, if he can stay upright, the Clippers become as real a title contender as any other team still in the fight. The Clippers win by just 3 points on a night when Leonard was at his absolute best. Underscores just how thin the margin is between these two Western Conference heavyweights. The Nuggets, despite an avalanche of mistakes, nearly stole the game. Denver turned the ball over 20 times, a number unbecoming of a championship-caliber squad. In the final 2 minutes alone, a missed dunk by Aaron Gordon, uncharacteristic free throw misses from Nikola Jokic, a turnover from Michael Porter Jr., and missed threes from both Jokic and Christian Braun sealed their fate. And still, despite all of that, they lost by just 3. That is the razor-thin line these teams are walking. Denver's defense simply had no answers for Leonard. They tried everything, Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, but nothing stuck. Leonard dictated every possession with calculated calm, finding his spots, elevating with mechanical precision, and finishing with ruthless efficiency. This wasn't just dominance, it was inevitability. And when Kawhi reaches that level, there may be no defender alive capable of checking him. But the Clippers supporting cast cannot be overlooked either. Norman Powell continues to provide instant offense. James Harden adds another dimension as both a facilitator and scorer, and the Clippers' defense, ranked 3rd in the league, remains a game-changer. On the flip side, Nikola Jokic had what most players would call a career-defining performance, a 26-point triple-double. But for Jokic, it was an off night, and that, perhaps more than anything, speaks volumes about the kind of bar he has set. The Serbian superstar was visibly frustrated, committing 7 turnovers, 3 of them in the critical fourth quarter, and missing 4 free throws in a game decided by just 3 points. His impact is so foundational to Denver's success that even the slightest deviation from his usual excellence reverberates throughout the roster. When Jokic isn't perfect, the Nuggets' flaws are exposed, because he is the engine that powers their system, the gravity around which every other piece orbits. This game wasn't just about stats or scoreboards. It was a referendum on legacies, a study in contrasts, and a testament to how greatness can tilt even the most balanced scales. Jokic must be nearly flawless for Denver to thrive, while Kawhi, as long as he remains upright, can allow others to lift the weight when needed. The Clippers' defensive tenacity, combined with their offensive versatility, gives them a slight edge. And while the Nuggets are a juggernaut offensively, finishing the season as the league's 4th-best unit, defensive lapses and a lack of secondary support remain real concerns, particularly when Jokic has an off night. This series is chess played at the speed of a sprint. Game 1 went to overtime, a heart-pounding affair that swung Denver's way. Game 2, a battle of attrition and grit, fell to the Clippers. And through it all, what's become increasingly clear is that these two teams are mirror images, different strengths, contrasting weaknesses, but equal in will and talent. The Clippers force turnovers, suffocate passing lanes, and impose their defensive will. The Nuggets, on the other hand, stretch defenses with elite ball movement, floor spacing, and the singular brilliance of Jokic. These aren't just two playoff teams. their potential title winners, engage in a heavyweight fight in the opening round. Looking ahead to Game 3, the questions loom large. Who has the edge? The safe answer is no one. But if Leonard can sustain this level of play and, most crucially, remain healthy, the Clippers may finally have the formula to break through in the Kawhi era. It's a series destined to go 6 or 7 games, and perhaps beyond the outcome, it will be remembered for the battle it has become. Two transcendent players, two radically different approaches to winning, and one unforgettable collision of ambition and legacy. This is not just a first-round series. It's basketball at its most poetic and punishing.